Boa rapaziada. Então, no vídeo de hoje, mais uma aula do Cambly aí pra vocês. Essa aula aí foi mais focada na parte teórica ali, falando sobre os verbos, não muito focado na conversação, igual nos últimos vídeos. Hoje teve uma situação engraçada na aula. Em determinado momento eu acabei errando algumas pronúncias ali. E um aluno, no determinado momento da aula, deu até umas risadas ali. E eu acho até legal mostrar isso pra vocês, porque nem tudo são flores, né? Sempre vai ter alguém ali pra querer tirar um sarro, tentar diminuir a gente. Isso é normal. Acho que ao invés da gente desmotivar, acho que tem que usar isso como combustível e motivar, estudar mais, melhorar mais, porque é isso, né? Tem que ir pra cima. E para quem está começando no inglês, eu acho essa aula muito importante, porque ela é bem simples, mas bem objetiva e muito importante. Então é isso, não vou enrolar muito. Fiquem com o vídeo, falou.
Fidat, is that the correct way? Okay. All right. Tawan, where are you from?
I'm from Brazil, São Paulo City.
Okay, you're Palestino then.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Fidat, what country are you from?
Hello, I am from Turkey.
You're from Turkey. Okay, Turkey, very good. And Julian, are you there? I think Julian is refreshing the screen. So let me introduce myself. Hello, Julian, can you hear us?
Yes, teacher, I can.
All right, very good. For some reason, we do not see you. Is your camera turned off?
Today I have a problem with my internet.
Oh, okay. Well, as long as you can hear us, we're fine, okay? So, Julian, where are you from? What country are you from?
I am from Brazil, northern part of the Brazil.
Okay, all right, the northeast of Brazil. Very good. Okay, my name is James. I'm from Los Angeles, California. I am retired, and so 2 years ago I moved to Mexico. So I'm American, but I live in Guadalajara, Mexico, which is Mexico's second largest city. But I am American, I'm not Mexican. Okay, this is a beginner level lesson. We're going to talk about business and professional jobs. We're going to practice, we're going to review the use of the verb be and how it is conjugated in the present tense. And then we are going to talk about people's jobs. Okay, let's move over here. We are going to talk about business jobs. Our 3 business jobs that we're going to talk about are manager, accountant, and analyst. Tawan, could you say those 3 words, please?
Yes. Manager, accountant, analyst.
Very good. Firat, could you say those words, please?
Business jobs, manager, accountant, analyst.
Very good. And Julian, could you say those words?
Okay. Business job, manager, accountant, analyst.
Okay, very good. Okay. Then we have professional jobs, which are lawyer, programmer, and engineer. Now, when we look at the word lawyer, the way it's spelled makes you think liar, because this is law, yer. But in America, we kind of pronounce it like it was, if it would have been spelled this way, lawyer, not liar, lawyer, programmer, engineer. Firat, could you say those words first, please?
Professional job, lawyer, programmer, engineer.
Very good. Jillian?
Professional job, lawyer, programmer, engineer.
Very good. And Juan?
Lawyer, programmer, engineer.
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 Good job. Very good. Okay. Now, we're going to look at pictures, and you're going to say the job and the group, whether it is business or professional. So, starting with you, Firat, what is this job here?
Analyst, business job.
Okay, very good. Analyst, and that is a business job. Excellent, okay. Jillian, this job here.
Job is content,
Uh-huh.
and group is professional jobs.
Okay. You know, as far as Cambly is concerned, it is a business job. But
Business
all
job.
of these jobs are professional jobs, okay? So don't worry if you get business and professional confused. These, as far as I am concerned, they are all professional jobs, okay? But business was the correct one here. Okay, Tawan, what about this job here?
Programmer and professional job.
Okay, programmer, and that is a professional job. Okay, and let's go back to Firat. This job.
Manager, business job.
Okay, very good. And Jillian, this job here.
Teacher, for me, the picture is the same. The other.
Okay. So what you need to do is you need to close your browser or the window and enter the classroom again. Okay?
Okay.
I'm not able to fix it, so you're going to have to re-enter the classroom. Okay? Just take
Okay.
one quick moment to do that. We'll wait for you. Let's give them just one moment, okay?
Okay.
While we're waiting, I'm going to enjoy the coffee. All right. Jillian, can you see the slide now?
Yes, yes.
So the first one was manager. What is this one here?
The second picture job is lawyer, and group is professional job.
Excellent.
Engineer and professional job.
Okay. I want you to you're mispronouncing this word. I want you to say it one more time. Engineer.
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 Okay. There you go. All right. Good job, gentlemen. You did that very well. Okay, so we're going to read a dialogue now. And I would like you each read one part here, okay? So, Jillian, I'd like you to go first. I'd like you to read the top line.
Hi, we are Emma and Aitor. We're lawyers.
Okay, very good. Tawan, I'd like you to read this one.
Hi, Emma and Aitor. I lie. I am engineer. Who are they?
And Firat.
They are Mihai and Loana. They are managers.
Okay, very good. So, we're going to talk about the verb to be, okay? Now, Tawan and Jillian, I speak Spanish and Portuguese, Okay?
Okay.
I live in Mexico. 42 years ago, I lived in Portugal for 2 years, and that's why I speak Portuguese. Okay? And one thing that was really difficult for me when I learned Spanish and Portuguese are the verbs. Okay? You know, in Portuguese and Spanish, each verb in the present tense has 6 forms. Okay? And in English, each verb in the regular present tense only has 2 forms. So, for example, I talk, talk. You talk, talk. We talk. They talk. Everything is talk, talk, talk. And then the third person singular, he, she, or it, talks. So it is talk or talks. And in in Portuguese, for example, to say I talk, there are 6 ways. Eu falo, tu falas, ele fala, nós falamos, vós falais, and eles falam. Falo, falas, fala, falamos, falais, falam. 6 forms. And boy, was that hard for me to figure out how to say. That was the difficult part of learning Portuguese, were the verbs. Now, Firat, I do not speak Turkish, so I don't understand how Turkish verbs are. But English verbs are very easy, compared at least to Spanish and Portuguese. Now, to be is an irregular verb, because to be has 3 forms, and we do not conjugate it like we do other verbs. Okay? So, for example, to talk, I say talk. To live, I say live. But when I say to be, I don't say I be, you be, we be, they be, he bees. We don't do that. We actually say I am, you are, he is, they are, we are. 3 forms, okay? So to be in the first person singular is I am. Now we also do something which makes it even more complex, because we can take I and am and put them together. And that's what's called a contraction. So I am becomes I'm. I am American. I'm American. Both forms are correct. I am or I'm. You becomes you are. I take you are, put them together, forms a contraction, and it becomes your. You are your. You are students. Your students. Okay? Both forms are correct. Okay? Now, in the third person singular, we say he is, but we take he and is, put it together, it becomes he's. For a woman, she is. We put them together, it becomes she's. And then it is. Put them together, it becomes its. Okay, in the first person plural, we are. Okay, so what happens if I put we and are together? What do they become?
Your.
Anyone. We're, okay, and we see that in the dialogue right here. We're lawyers. Notice here, we are emanator, we're lawyers, okay? Now, and then in the third person plural, they, we say they are, and we put they and are together, and that becomes there. I am, I'm, you are, you're, he is, he's, she is, she's, it is, it's, we are, we're, they are, they're. Okay, so we actually have 4 forms: is, am, or are, and the contracted form. So it's a little bit more complex than a regular verb. Okay, so let's take a look at the next slide here, and we're going to practice using the all the different forms here. So on the left side, we have the long form. Please forgive me, it's hard to write with a mouse. And then we have the shortened form. Okay, so Tawan, I would like you to read the top 2 lines here.
Okay.
Right here.
I am an engineer. I'm an engineer.
Okay, so engineer.
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 Okay, that stress goes on the last syllable. This is where the accent would be. Engineer.
Engineer.
Engineer. Actually, engineer. Engineer. Don't worry about the stress. Engineer. It's not on the penultimate. It's on the last one. Engineer. Okay.
Okay.
So, and it's I'm. When we contract it, I'm an engineer. I am an engineer. I'm an engineer. All right. Firat, I'd like you to read this line here.
We are lawyers. We are lawyers.
Excellent. Jillian, read the next one.
We are managers. They're managers.
Very good. Kawan, read this line.
She is lawyer. She's a liar. He's
Very good.
a liar. He's a liar.
Very good. Okay, very good. All right. Okay. Now I would like you to read this dialogue, and I want to make sure that you conjugate the verbs correctly. So you're going to be given 3 choices of how to conjugate it. And let's see if you conjugate them to the right person. So Firat, I'd like you to read the top line right here.
Okay. Hi, we are Emma and Aitor. We are lawyers.
Excellent. Okay, Jillian, read the next one.
Hi, Eman and Aitor. I am Win. I am an engineer. Are they John and Tina?
Very good. And Tawan, read the last one.
No, they're not. There are Minhai and Loana. They're managers.
Excellent. Okay, you guys did that perfectly. So you guys understand this perfectly. Good job. All right, now in English, when we talk about one person or thing, we have to put an article in front of it. Okay? Now, going back to my knowledge of Portuguese, because I can speak it fluently, I, was a teacher. Now I'm retired, and I am a tutor on Cambly. But my profession was that of teacher. So if I were to tell somebody in Portuguese that I am a teacher, I would say, eu sou professor. Okay? Eu sou professor. And if I translated that word for word into English, it would be I am teacher. I am teacher, and that is not correct. When I talk about one person or one thing, I have to put the article a or an in front of the noun. So the correct form is I am a teacher. I am a teacher. Okay? So Tawan, what kind of work do you do?
I am a logistic worker.
You are a what? A what?
Logistic worker.
A dishwasher?
Logistic.
Logistics. Okay.
Yeah. Do you know Amazon?
Yeah, okay. So
Is the
Tawan
yeah.
is a logistics worker. Okay, or a logistics specialist. Notice Tawan is a logistics worker. Not Tawan is logistic worker. Tawan is a logistics worker. Firat, what is your job? What do you do?
I am robot programmer.
A robotics programmer?
Yeah.
Okay, so Firat is a robotics programmer. We don't say Firat is robotics programmer. Firat is a robotics programmer. Julian, what is your job?
I am just a student.
Okay, you are a student, okay?
Yes.
Okay, so Jillian is a student, okay? And me, now I'm not a teacher anymore, but I am a Cambly tutor. That is my job now. James is a Cambly tutor. Okay, now, sometimes instead of a, we use and. Okay, we use and when the noun that we are referring to starts with a vowel rather than a consonant. A vowel is, the 5 vowels in English are A, E, I, O, and U. And sometimes, no, I said that sometimes, Y. But rarely will you see Y as a vowel at the beginning of a word. So think of A, E, I, O, or U. Okay? So A in analyst is a vowel, which is an open sound. Analyst. So in order to separate the article A from analyst, we add an N. An analyst. The same for accountant. Instead of a accountant, we would say an accountant. Okay? So now, what would be the correct article for lawyer? Firat, what would be the correct article for lawyer? A lawyer or an lawyer?
A lawyer.
A lawyer, okay?
Yeah.
Very good. How about manager, Jillian?
The manager.
A manager, very good. What about engineer, Tawan?
An engineer.
An engineer, because E is a vowel, and so it's an open sound. For engineer. An engineer. Good job. Now, when we talk about two or more people or things, that forms a plural. And there's no article. Okay? So, me, if I was talking about me and my friends when I was a teacher, we would say We are teachers. Okay, in the plural form, there is no article. Okay, but instead of teacher, we put an S at the end of the word. We are teachers. Okay, so Tawan, Firat, and Jildian, now I'm talking about 3 people, are English learners with an S at the end of learners. Okay, Mike and John are 2 programmers. Okay, they are accountants. We don't have to, there is no article in front of a plural noun. All right, so let's look at these sentences here. We're going to talk about people's jobs. We're going to say 2 sentences. The first sentences we are going to use names. Carl and Kim are managers. The second sentence is going to use their pronoun, and we're going to contract it. They are, or their, managers. Carl and Kim are managers. They're managers. Okay? Starting with you, Tawan. We have Alex and Simon.
Alex, okay. Alex and Simon are accountants.
Okay, very good.
They're accountants.
Okay, they're accountants. Okay, all right. Firat, or no, Tawan. I'm gonna change this here. Okay.
Okay.
We're not going to talk about Simon anymore. We're just going to talk about Alex. Only Alex.
Alex and Alex are Alex is accountant.
No, we're talking about one person. So we have to use an article. A or an. Remember? Since we're only talking about Alex, there's only one person. So we have to put a or an accountant. What's it going to be? Alex is
an accountant.
Excellent. Alex is an accountant. And then what would it be with the pronoun?
He's accountant. He's accountant.
Now he's accountant. Remember, we have to put that article there again.
He's accountant.
He's an
yeah.
accountant. Okay? He's an accountant. Okay? All right. Firat, let's look at number 2. Mari and Oliver. And there's
Mari and Oliver are programmers.
Okay. And then what would it be with the pronoun? Okay.
They are programmers, 2 programmers.
They are programmers. Okay, very good. Marty and Oliver are programmers. They're programmers. Okay, but now we're only going to talk about Marty. Okay, so what would it be?
Marty is a programmer.
Marty is a programmer. Excellent.
She is a programmer.
And then she's a programmer.
Yeah.
Okay, good job. All right. Now, let's Julian. We have Juliana and Ivy. What would that be?
Juliana and Ivy are engineers. They're engineers.
Okay, very good. Okay, Now, let's forget about Ivy. I'm going to cross her out. And we're only going to talk about Juliana. So what's it going to be?
Juliana is an engineer. She's an engineer.
Excellent. Okay. 1 second here. Stay. Okay, Juliana is an engineer. She's an engineer. Good job. Okay. Well, gentlemen, you guys did a very good job. I hope you enjoyed the lesson, and I hope that you all have a wonderful week this week, okay? That's your homework assignment.
Thanks.
The homework is to have a great week, all right?
All right.
Take care.